What's up, everybody? Chewy Internet coming at you today, and we got another One Piece chapter review, and it is One Piece chapter 1046. And man, it looks like this arc is finally wrapping up. Well, it looks like we're getting close to the end. I mean, I felt like that. I felt like that a couple times so far. And it hasn't been the case, but I think this time around, I think we're at the end here. Anyway, guys, if you guys can do me a favor, dislike the video, comment down below, give me your thoughts on the chapter, man. Subscribe to the channel, help your boy out, man. Build this One Piece. This channel through One Piece, man. I would love to get some more subscribers and more views and more people talking to me about the chapter. You know what I mean? I want to engage with the community and just see what the thoughts are. And again, I'm not the best at editing, so I don't do all that kind of stuff. I just record, talk about it, and then just call it a day. But anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get into this chapter. So, again, we're starting to see how ridiculous, continue to see the ridiculousness of Luffy's fruit and just the imagination that he has. The fact that he's turning people into rubber and the environment around rubber is just insane. And we get that, we get more of that in this chapter. And of course, Luffy's like trying to call the attack something. He's like, I should call it Gomu Gomu something. Like when he put his fist like through his head or whatever the hell he did because he turned Kaido into rubber and then like he hits the ground or whatnot. And of course, you know, Kaido's pissed off. He's just wondering who the hell is this kid, right? Like, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? Who the hell are you to punch me, to punch Kaido like that, right in the face? You know what I'm saying? Like, right through my head. Like, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we come back to Sunisha, and it's what we thought. And this is what I love about what Oda did with Luffy, right? In previous animes and mangas, it was just something that, like, was like a predestined thing, or you know, all of a sudden they're part of a demon heritage and they just wake up a different person. No, right? So Zunisha is saying that the rhythm is similar, right? He's all like, I feel that the rhythm of this beat and all this stuff, I can hear it. It's similar to Joy Boy, but it's not him. Zunisha confirms that, like, we need to put our faith into this kid. He does not know, you know. He knows Luffy because he saw him on the island, right? But they never spoke or talked to each other or anything like that. So that's good to see. It's nothing like Joy Boy took over his body and then, like, you know, he's Joy Boy, right? I think he's gonna become Joy Boy through the feats and everything that he does, and his actions will basically make him Joy Boy, which is what I love, which is what I like. So of course, you know, Luffy goes and explains himself, yeah, because we don't know if he can hear Zunisha, right? So right now, he's saying he's Monkey D. Luffy's gonna be King of Pirates. He's gonna surpass Kaido and all that good stuff. And then we get another attack from Kaido, and we're again showcasing how ridiculous this ability is. And it's funny. So like Kaido throws out these with his mallet like a multi attack here, catches Luffy a few times right in the head. You can see the spikes just come from behind because he's made of rubber or whatnot. Just the ridiculous face that he's making, and you know, again, and then Luffy responds with a Gum Gum attack, which you can see his fist like going through Kaido's body, but you can see he's made of rubber, right? So he made Kaido into rubber, so you see the fist and you see like these bumps on the back of his head, like light bulbs or whatever. Really crazy stuff right there. And of course, you know, they talk about the smoke that's coming up because Luffy right now is coughing. And it's probably, you know, I thought it was due to, you know, exhaustion or something like that, but it's the fumes from the smoke that's coming from the castle down below because everything's just on fire. And of course, you know, Kaido's like, you know, your men are going to roast down there. You know what I mean? You should be very worried about them. And of course, Luffy is not concerned. Luffy's not worried at all. He's saying he left everything to them. And then we cut to from there. Oh, before that, Kaido does a devastating gust attack. And Luffy, just being ridiculous, like picks up his pants, right? And lifts his pants up and his legs, and the attack goes right through his legs, man. It's just fucking hilarious, dude. So then we cut to the live floor, and from there we cut to the rest of the Straw Hats to see what they're doing. Chopper is giving back with Nami, and of course they're looking for Sanji, Brook, Usopp, Jinbei, and all that. They can't find them, and they're basically just trying to gather everybody up so they can make sure everyone's safe and do something, right? Because everything's on fire. I mean, everybody's like, man, we're fucked, right? Right now they're basically confirming that, you know, this is basically like a giant pyre of fire, like a giant pyre. You know what I mean? It's like this is a walking island. This is like just a walking ball of fire. That's what this is right now. And you know, we need to get the hell out of here as soon as possible, right? And of course, you don't have a giant elephant out there that can throw water on things. But we're gonna get to that in a second, right? So we get to the basement floor. Of course, we see Beppo for the first time. We have a Beppo sighting, guys. Where's Dendro? I don't know. We haven't seen Dendro in God knows how long. Where's Dendro? Right? So it is what it is from there. We get a Beppo segment. We haven't seen Beppo in God knows how long. I wish we got a battle with him. I wish you could see his awakening this arc. We didn't. It is what it is, man. He's to me he's still a cool character, man. I enjoy Beppo. I don't. Yeah, I have no hate towards the man, but I just wish Oda used him. And of course, we get Brooke and Sanji. I mean Brooke and Robin for a bit. And they're just trying to find a way out, basically. And they made a joke about someone got burnt to a corpse, and he's like, "I'm not a burnt corpse or whatever. This is who I am." Let me get a little glimpse of Sanji. He's in the pleasure tower trying to save those people and trying to get them out at the moment. And from there we cut to the basement, and of course we cut to Scratchman Apu, who has one of the giants, and he's trying to get the hell out of here. It looks like he's trying to punch a hole through the wall or something. And he ends up burning his hand, and Scratch and Apu's basically like, if you got a big body, what are you doing, man? You're a big, huge giant, and you're not really using your strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, get me the fuck out of here, man. Like, come on now, do something. And of course, I don't know who's responding here, but I think it's Scratch and Apu saying. I think because the number is giving Scratch and Apu a look, and I think Scratch and Apu saying, "Hey, you want to fight?" or something like that. So I don't know what's going on there. So maybe the giant ends up not helping out Scratch and Apu at this point and does something else. Who knows? We cut to a lot of the fodder here in this. Not fodder. We cut to a lot of the other characters in this chapter, like Usopp. He's doing a green star and he can't put out the fire. And of course, you know what I mean. Like they're just trying. Of course, Usopp's crying, saying he promised Izo that he would save Kin, Kiku, and everybody else, and himself to And right now he's not achieving that. He's not able to put out the fire. And, it is what it is from there. From there, we cut to, I think, the most important part, the second most important part in this chapter, okay? Frankie has Zoro on his shoulder. And, right now, Zoro's not looking great, guys. Something's going on here with Zoro. Man, I mean, the picture's not the greatest here. You can see his arm. I mean, he's beat up, man. He's beat to shit. And right now, Frankie's trying to get Zoro to Chopper as fast as possible because he feels like Zoro's on death's door right now. I want to know what Oda's plan is for Zoro here because this is looking scary, right? Like, is this a character? Is Oda playing with Zoro as a character death and possible revival to end this arc? I'm trying to figure out what Oda's plan is for Zoro here because he looks dead to me. I'm not saying he died. I'm pretty sure he's like near death's door, but he looks not in good shape, and I'm wondering what Oda's plan is for Zoro here, and I'm very, very curious. I don't think he offs Zoro. I mean, he's probably the most popular Straw Hat, in the crew next to Sanji. There's no way. And it's kind of scary right now because it's just like, what do you like? What's the direction and what are you planning on doing here with him? Especially looking like this, right? What are we planning on doing? Zoro's been through a lot. He tanked the strongest attack in the story and took a lot of damage. He took a drug to help heal him, but there were going to be side effects, right? And he went through hell with King, and he drained a lot of haki because of the sword, because of Enma being the underworld king or whatever, like draining his haki away to give him these boosted attacks. He's not used to this kind of shit, this kind of battle. So I'm scared, man. Like I don't know what Oda's gonna do with Zoro here. I hope it's good. I hope it's. I'm just scared, man. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I don't want nothing to happen to Zoro, man. But it's not looking good, man. And right now we got Frankie trying to get there. We'll see what happens. And then we cut to one of my coolest characters, one of my favorite characters, one of my top 5 characters, Jinbei. Okay. And Jinbei here, of course, he's a fishman. He can manipulate water and do all the crazy shit. I'm like, okay, what do we got cooking, Jinbei? What are we doing here? Okay, and of course, he's confirming that Luffy allied with the samurai, so I'm here to help. Like, well, what are we doing? And he's talking to Raizo, and then we get to a flashback. And of course, Raizo feels terrible that he clearly couldn't do anything to help out Hiyori and Momonosuke someone back in the day, and Toki, because, that castle was on fire, and he feels like this was his moment in time to do something about that. He's not going to let Onigashima burn the way the castle did. And then we cut to a flashback of Zou where the elephant, I think it was earlier, when he first got there, or possibly during the time he was there, he saw that Zunisha was picking up water and putting it on the elephant, and providing water to the people of Zou. And what he ends up doing is he ends up using like a scroll, like a ninjutsu scroll, to capture the water that he threw and put into the scroll and use it whenever he needed to, which is really, really smart and really, really cool ability that Raizo can do, by the way. That's really awesome. When we got to see him do this earlier against Kaido, when he opened up a scroll and captured a blast breath and threw it back. Now we know he can store it for long periods of time and just hold there and use it whenever he wants to use it. That's really, really handy and really useful. Raizo's character is goofy. Like, he's drawn goofy, he got a big head and all this. But him doing the ninjutsu stuff or whatever is really cool, man. I'm really liking what Oda's doing with this character. Like, this character's growing on me. So with the combination of Jinbei using the water and Raizo summoning that water, right now Jinbei's redirecting the water all throughout Onigashima, which is some of the coolest fucking things I've ever seen Jinbei do. And it's awesome. And you see everybody looking at the water, and it's just going everywhere, and it's basically putting out the flames, which is awesome. We get a shot of Killer here, and of course they're helping him out, you know what I mean? Because he's like, hey, you helped us, we're going to help you. And the water comes down, I think it basically blasts them away or whatnot. And basically puts out this takes care of the fire, right? We don't have to have a whole entire chapter of Onigashima, of Zunisha shooting water from his water trunk. And great use of character here for Oda. Really, really nice. I love what he did with Raizo here. I love what he did with Jinbei and some of the other characters. I'm loving how he's using it. And like, usually when I read chapters like this and we cut away from the main shit, I'm like, okay, whatever. This is pretty good. Everything that every character did here, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's a nice breakaway from the fight. I think we've had too many, yeah, but there's been a lot of moving pieces in this arc that Oda needs to clear up, and he's doing a good job of that right now. So, once that happens, now we cut to, because now we're getting to the end. We're getting to the end game now. We're here, okay? And this is Oda telling us, okay, guys, we're here, okay? So we get to Yamato talking to Momonosuke, saying, listen, you need to make the clouds stronger enough to move Onigashima, otherwise this thing is going to fall. Like, she can feel that the island is about to fall. Like, Kaido's weakening, and you need to step up your game, bro. This is your time. This is your moment. You need to hurry up and do this. If not, we're fucked. We are fucked. Okay? With a capital F. Okay? So you need to do something. And then we cut to the coolest... one of the coolest drawn pictures of pages of Onigashima. And it's Luffy in the air holding a lightning bolt. Okay? Now, I'm getting flashbacks of my childhood when I played Pokemon and I went up against Gyarados and I did a thunder on his ass with Zapdos. Like, I'm getting those flashbacks in my head right now. You know what I mean? And like, remember, Thunder back in the day was like what? It was like 10 out of 10. But like the hit rate was very low. Like, so you can whiff on the Thunder. So I'm hoping Luffy doesn't whiff on Thunder here. and whiffs on Kaido, and Kaido just bashes his fucking head in. I don't know how he's doing this, but he's using his imagination to create the thunder, and I wonder how. And I'm wondering if next chapter, because we're on a break next week, I'm hoping in 2 weeks we get an explanation as to what happened, because it looks like thunder was created behind him, and from the clouds possibly coming up and gathering. Maybe he just created some rain and created a thunderstorm. Who knows? But Luffy grabs the thunderbolt. And I just get flashbacks of NL with like NL throwing lightning at him. Granted, Luffy did not grab the lightning or anything like that. But the fact that he's like full rubber or whatever, I guess since he can take electricity, right? It doesn't really affect him. He can basically just grab the lightning bolt because he's using his imagination. He's about to fucking chuck it at Kaido and just chuck lightning bolts at Kaido and hope to hit him and hope to knock his ass out and we're done here. That would be a cool way to finish off Kaido, by the way. He gets struck by a bolt of lightning. Like a couple. Like, fuck it. But this is one of the coolest pictures ever in Wano right now. By the way, guys, that's it. That's it for the chapter. That's how it ends. We got a break, and then we get another chapter in 2 weeks. But yeah, I love the chapter, man. I love where this is going. We're finally at the end game. I think the next 2 chapters will wrap up this arc, and we can move on and see where the story goes from here. Right now, Luffy's doing a lot of crazy shit with his with this thing. It's fun to watch, man. It's growing on me. Like, I thought it was ridiculous a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it was an April Fool's joke when I saw the ability. It wasn't. It's real. And I'm loving it. It's growing on me, man. I'm really, really appreciating what Oda did here. It's something different. It's not something I'm used to, but it's growing on me. And I feel like this is like old school One Piece. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been mentioning that, and I feel the same way as well, man. And it feels great for this art, for the story to go back to that a little bit. And I love every minute of it, guys. This chapter was just amazing. It was great. I just wish we got more Kaido Luffy, but I understand why we had to cut to everybody else. Oda had to deal with the fire. I guarantee you, he was debating with his editors. Okay, should we have a chapter where Zunisha throws water again, or should we do it in another cool way with Raizo? And they went this route with Raizo. They wanted to showcase what Raizo could do with this water. Very, very good. Very smart there. Very good use of Jinbei, by the way, to redirect the water. Very smart from Oda to give those characters some highlights and to do some stuff in this chapter. I loved every minute of it. And, of course, the battle with Kaido gets better and more goofy as time goes on. But I'm loving every minute of it, guys. Anyways, guys, that's it for me, guys. Definitely do me a favor. Like, dislike the video. Give me your thoughts down below about the chapter. Subscribe to the channel. I will have more One Piece content. And see you on the next one, guys. See you in 2 weeks. Wano is closing out, and we're at the end here, guys. This is it. I can't wait to see how this ends. And please, what is going on with Zoro? Like, I hope we get an answer soon. I'm concerned, guys. I really am concerned about Zoro right now. I'm not. What is Oda's plan with Zoro? I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's it for me, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed Friday. Take care. Keep reading One Piece. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks on chapter One Piece chapter 47. Take care. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.